Hello IGN, my name is Jose Otero. I'm here with Tim Gettys.
Let Tim host.
Each week, Smash Bros. Creator Masahiro Sakurai posts screenshots on Miiverse, giving you the latest updates on the game. And each week here on IGN, Tim helps us break them down. So Tim, what do we have this week?
Biggest thing we got this week, new stage in the 3DS version, and it is Animal Crossing. Tortimer Island.
That's right. So folks will remember Tortimer Island from New Leaf, more specifically, which came out last year. And it's this fun island where captain, the boat captain takes you across, and you can pick up insects and just get more money. There's a sort of a cool like mini games there. It looks really good according to the screenshot, but there's an interesting detail about it. Help me out with that.
So we got two screenshots here, and in each one, the layout of the island's a little bit different. And in the little caption that Sakurai left, he was saying that, you know, every time you play, it'll be a random layout. So this is going to be one of those stages that just changes every time. I don't think there's been one of those in Smash. Yeah. Actually, I know for a fact there hasn't been one of those in Smash.
Interesting.
This will be fun.
Yeah, and so far, like, no additional platforms, right? So far, it's just the island as it is, according to a screenshot.
Yeah, so far, it looks interesting because it seems to be a Final Destination style stage where it's just one straight thing, but there's no pits on the sides.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the Mushroom Kingdom stage in the other ones, where it's all flat and the only ways to knock them off are the left and right, but without platforms. So
it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
All right. So what else do we have?
So other things this week, we saw that the twin grannies, Katake and Kome, hopefully I pronounced those right, from Ocarina of Time, are going to be stage hazards in the Gerudo Valley stage. Okay,
so that's cool. It interests me that this shows up as a 3DS stage just because Ocarina of Time used to be a big console game. It was on N64 before the remake that showed up on 3DS.
Yeah, so I think that what they're going with here in Smash is they're taking Wind Waker HD as the console version on Wii U, and they're taking Ocarina of Time 3D as the portable version.
Yeah, and they have Spirit Tracks as a stage too, so they're picking and choosing like in a smart way.
Yeah. So that's fun. And I mean, they look like they'll be a stage hazard. They might just be in the background, but usually if Sakurai shows something, it's because it's more than just, oh, something's cool in the background. So moving on, we got the return of the bumper. Which is
a very love-hate relationship I have with the bumper.
Oh, well, the bumpers, bump some things up. But it's one of the original Smash Bros. Items that aren't from another game. They're just, they were created for the game. It's been here since 64, Melee, Brawl, coming back. Has a redesign, it's red, and what's crazy, they showed two screenshots here, and one of them shows the bottom side of the bumper, and it's like super detailed, and the Smash logo's on it. It's just insane, the amount of detail they're putting on these things.
I saw that screenshot, and I'm like, this game is finished. Why is this not out? I don't understand.
It's crazy.
It looks so close to done.
Even Sakurai says, the designers really went overboard. And it's like,
you're the designer.
Yeah, exactly. But it's
but the bumpers work a lot like pinball, right? Where you set the hazard. Well, pinball doesn't work that way, but you set these bumpers and people basically bounce off them. So you can sort of set up combos.
A lot of knockback.
Knock people away. Yeah, and a lot more knockback on them.
Yeah, and what's interesting here is in the caption he also says, this also means there will be no flippers. So the flippers were something that were added in Brawl. They kind of worked like the bumper, but it was a little less knockback, and it worked like a bunch of different ways, and you could only like run through it and stuff. It was kind of weird, and like I didn't like it, so I'm happy they're just going back to just the one.
Yeah, take it back to basics for sure.
So moving on, the next one is, the caption says, so far, which attack can blast away enemies the most dynamically? Is it King Dedede's fully charged Jet Hammer? And we see King Dedede doing his right B, which was from Brawl. This giant move that in Brawl was one of the most powerful attacks. And he goes, nah, it can't beat the KO uppercut.
Wow. So this shows Little Mac is the man as
Little
far
Mac
as the most
is now,
powerful attack.
At least so far, he's the most dynamically powerful character with his KO uppercut attack, which sounds like it's going to do a fair amount of damage. I would assume probably like upwards of 25% with one connect. So that could be awesome. Moving on, Little Mac. We're going to close it out with Little Mac.
This was really cool, by the way. I really like this announcement.
So we get this 3DS screen of Little Mac's right A attack, which is his smash attack. Now, what's different about this is going to add a new mechanic to the game that has never been in the series before, where usually smash attacks are just smash up, smash left, smash right, smash down, and that's it. With
and you can charge him a little bit.
And yeah, you can charge him. But with this one, his right smash, you do right smash, and then you can either hit up, right, or down, and it'll either be an uppercut, just a punch, or like
or a body blow.
Like a body blow, And that's usually reserved for the B moves, which are the special moves. Like Marth has something similar with the right B where you can do a sword dance where he goes, oh, Storia! And
Nice job.
I don't even know what he's saying, but it sounds cool.
Yeah, I like the idea just because it sounds like something a boxer would do, right? Where they would just kind of finish an attack by going in a specific direction. It seems like it fits sort of the style of the character. I mean, of course, this is on a sort of a 2D plane, and I'm thinking more in 3D, but it still seems like something that makes a lot of sense to go high or go low.
Yeah.
And it's interesting for a character, I feel like. I want to, and there's specifically something about the body blow in there, right? That he points out. Basically.
Yeah, so what's interesting here is this makes it seem like a very Street Fighter style attack where there's like the height of the attack matters. In Smash, that doesn't.
That's what I thought was weird, yeah.
Because, you know, in Street Fighter there's high or low, and you have to block accordingly. In Smash, you just have one block.
Yeah.
So that's interesting they would do this. I don't think it's going to be so much based on where it attacks, but the speed or the power. So he says the uppercut's going to be the most devastating of the moves. I'm assuming it's going to be a lot slower. I'm assuming that the straight one's going to be just kind of like average, and perhaps the lower one is like quicker and weaker, but you can combo it better.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll see.
I'm really curious to see how the body hook works and just how that'll affect the way you play that character.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Well, that's the Smash Brothers screenshots for the week. Recap, thanks, Tim. And remember, for more Smash Brothers coverage, including everything Nintendo, make sure you keep it right here at IGN.